What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. This is gonna be a real short live stream. I'm not gonna be on here long, but I just wanted to get on here because I got people in my videos telling me Russell Wilson is not a Hall of Famer, and I don't see how y'all don't think he's a Hall of Famer. But I want to allow y'all to come on in and give me y'all opinion. Is Russell Wilson a Hall of Famer to y'all? Because I'm just now learning. It's a nice amount of y'all that don't think he's a Hall of Famer. I think he got the credentials to get in for sure. I think he's definitely got the credentials to get up in there. Like, and if he's not a Hall of Famer, we got to talk about who y'all think is Hall of Famers. Who is a Hall of Fame quarterback to you all? But I'm gonna let y'all come on in here because I know it's an odd time of the day. I know a lot of y'all at work. Some of y'all just probably about to get off work. Some of y'all might be asleep if you work a night shift job or whatever. I'm gonna let y'all come on in here. I gotta get up out of here anyway, because I gotta do some errands and stuff for my kids, but for my son. But I really want to know y'all opinion. Cause it's so many of y'all that like I'm just now seeing this. I promise y'all, about 20 minutes ago, somebody came on my channel and commented on an old video of mine, telling me Russell Wilson is not a Hall of Famer. Now I know one of the homies from Denver, he always say Russell Wilson is not a Hall of Famer. He's been consistent in saying that. But I really want to know how many of y'all think he's not a Hall of Fame quarterback. And I really want to know what case do you have to say, oh, he's not good enough to get in. But again, it's only one of y'all in here. So I'm gonna try to give y'all a little time. So y'all can come on in here. We can have this debate briefly before I gotta get up out of here. Um, but yeah, we're gonna have to have a talk because I'm not seeing what y'all seeing. Where y'all thinking he's not a Hall of Famer. What's going on, y'all? Y'all hit the like button as y'all come in. There's not a lot of people. There's only two people in here right now, man. I don't know. I'm hoping we could get the numbers up and running. I'm hoping we can get more people in here. But right now, numbers are extremely low in here. Let's see. If the numbers don't boost up by the time 5 minutes hit, I'm gonna end the live stream and we're gonna come back on here a little later. Maybe it's just an odd time of the day. Maybe that weird stuff that happened on the live stream yesterday is playing with my live stream right now to where y'all not getting notified that I'm on live right now. I don't know. There was some weird stuff that happened yesterday, and I had to delete the live stream because I allowed somebody to get on the stream, and they came on showing some dumb stuff, super stupid stuff. You know what I mean? Trying to get my channel whacked up out of here, but we ain't standing for that. What's up, y'all? What's going down? Now it's 5 of y'all in here. Let's see if I can get some more people in here so we can have this conversation. Is Russell Wilson a Hall of Fame quarterback? Is he or is he not? I need to know something before something. You feel me? Mm. What's up, y'all? Talk to me in the chat, man. I guess ain't nobody on here today. I guess it's over with. Either that or YouTube is not sending out notifications that I'm on live. And that is crazy if they working against me like this. Are we trying to help each other or hurt each other, YouTube? Nicholas Brown, what's going on, man? What's the word, boss? How you feeling? Look, my boy Nicholas came through and said something to me in the chat. Now I just gotta see if anybody else is gonna come on because it's gonna be a hard watch if I'm just sitting here for 10 minutes waiting for people to get on. But we'll see what we could do. We at 5 minutes now. 5 minutes. I said I was gonna wait till 5 minutes and see how many people I can get in here. It's looking like it's really not getting no better. I'm gonna give it like 1, 2 more minutes at most, and then I'm gonna have to get off if this don't increase. If the traffic in here does not increase, I'm gonna have to get off this thing. Khalil Dawson, what's going on, man? Marlon, why you don't think he's a Hall of Famer? Why don't you think Russ is a Hall of Famer? It's just a real. I don't like. I'm just wondering why y'all don't think he's a Hall of Famer. What do you think is the prerequisite for a quarterback to be a Hall of Famer? Now y'all saying no. What's the prerequisite for a quarterback to be a Hall of Famer? And y'all tell me, since the year 2000, what quarterbacks do y'all think is Hall of Fame quarterbacks? Starting from the year 2000 on. Hall of Fame is for the best of the best, the dogs, the transcendence. He doesn't check those boxes. Would you say Troy Aikman? Troy Aikman, he got 3 Super Bowls, right? Was Troy really that one though to y'all? He got 3 Super Bowls. Was he transcendently great to y'all though? Now, Marlon, only reason I'm asking this, Terrell Davis in the Hall of Fame. Y'all know that, right? TD in the Hall of Fame. You said different era. No, Marlon. We can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. He's a proven winner. Okay. Terrell Davis in the Hall of Fame, y'all. TD. TD don't even got 10,000 yards. No. Shannon now, for what Sterling Sharp did in like a 7-year career, 7-year span was remarkable. You can argue if he doesn't have that career-ending injury, he put up numbers that can closely rival Jerry Rice's if he stayed healthy as long as Jerry. His numbers were he was the only receiver rivaling Jerry Rice during his years, right? But again, Terrell Davis in the Hall of Fame. TD don't even got 10,000 yards, y'all. Like literally, he had a 2,000-yard rushing season. Hold on. So that's enough? Because he got the MVP in the Super Bowl and he got a 2,000, he's in the 2,000-yard class. All you got to do. I feel you, but why is Chad not in? Because as good as Chad was, he wasn't as great as Sterling and Sterling's prime. But I get you. I don't know. Chad may eventually get in. But you see what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna ask y'all this. Is Eli Manning a Hall of Fame quarterback to y'all? Is Phillip Rivers a Hall of Fame quarterback to y'all? Big Ben, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Stafford. You got Matt Stafford in there, bro? Matt Stafford? Okay, Matt Stafford got a Super Bowl. How many passing yards Matt Stafford got? 50,000? 50,000? How many passing yards Matt Stafford got? How many Pro Bowls Matt Stafford got? How many Pro Bowls Matt Stafford got? Phillip Rivers, he said Phillip Rivers Hall of Famer. Now, I'm going to ask y'all this. Do not look this up. Do not look it up. Please don't look this up. How many Pro Bowls do y'all think Russell Wilson has made? How many? If Matt Stafford in there, Russell Wilson need to be up in there. Sorry. How many Pro Bowls do y'all think Russell Wilson has made? I'm going to ask y'all this. Don't look it up. How many has he made? Nope. You said 6. You said 6. That's a good number. Nope. 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 Russell Wilson got 10 Pro Bowls, bro. 10. 10. That's Hall of Fame, bro. He got 10. He's made 10 Pro Bowls. 10. Why y'all poo-pooing Pro Bowls, bro? You got to be nice to get into the Pro Bowl. You got to be the top of the top to get in there. Top of the top, consistently. He got 10 Pro Bowls, right? 10. Eli got 4 Pro Bowls. Now, you telling me a dude with 10 Pro Bowls? Russ got 46,000 passing yards, right? 46,000 passing yards. 350 touchdowns he didn't throw. 350. He got almost 6,000 rushing yards and 10 Pro Bowls. That's Hall of Fame, bro. You said that's fan talk? 10 Pro Bowls is fan talk? 10 Pro Bowls, bro? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I watched Seattle's offense come down to just him. And I seen him lead comebacks, everything. Now, again, so in your eyes, Eli Manning was a better quarterback than Russell Wilson. I'm asking y'all this. Eli Manning was a better quarterback than Russell Wilson over his career. Over the duration of his career, Eli Manning was a better quarterback than Russell. Now, right, Dan Marino ain't got Dan was slinging that rock though. Dan was throwing for like 4,000 something on a regular basis. When throwing for 4,000 was like astronomical. Dan was throwing for 4,000, like it was like hey, it is what it is, bro. Russ threw a pick at the what you call it. Want to be? Who cares, bro? People have bad moments, bro. Bad moments. Eli only how many times Eli made the playoffs? I don't think I don't think Eli made the playoffs no more after he won that last Super Bowl. As a quarterback, do you think Eli Manning was a better quarterback than Russ? Like that, he had a bad moment, yeah. But do you see what he was doing when they didn't have nobody? Like Doug Baldwin and them was his best. Like who was his best receiver? Is it Doug Baldwin now? Tyler Lockett now, bro? Like no disrespect, no disrespect. Like yeah. Yeah, Dan Marino was throwing for 4. Like when Dan was throwing for 4,000, like it wasn't nothing. Like it was just whatever. So, like it was Dan Marino was something different. Now look, again, it's been too many dudes that got in the Hall of Fame. It's been too many dudes that got in the Hall of Fame. They was good. They wasn't great like that. They was good. They was really good, really good, but wasn't great. So I'm gonna ask you this: y'all better not say yeah. Y'all better not say yeah. Michael Vick a Hall of Fame quarterback to y'all? Y'all better not say yes. If y'all say yes, I'm through. I'm through. Lamar Jackson first, but yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Lamar, he got two MVPs. Like, man, what? Yeah, Michael Vick is not a Hall of Fame quarterback at all, at all. Russ got him. Russ beat his stats like years ago. They not finna let Mike in off impact. If Michael Vick in there, Russell Wilson better for sure be in there. If Michael Vick is in the NFL, if he's in the Hall of Fame, Russell Wilson, surefire. You got Mike Vick. Come on now. We're not finna do that. Don't nobody care about how much style he had when he played and how he left the impact. Russ, he ain't never got to no Super Bowl. He never was as good as he wasn't nowhere near the better. He wasn't nowhere near the passer that Russell Wilson is. He wasn't even close. He wasn't even close to the passer that Russell Wilson is at all. And I love Mike. I love Mike. Come on, Dak Prescott. Do you really think Dak nowhere near as good as Russell Wilson was in Russell Wilson's best years? Dak was not. He was not in the same discussion as Russell Wilson to me. And Russ's best years. Russ was still winning games though. Like big, and he was putting up stats when it mattered though in times. But Mike Vick though, again, I love Mike Vick. Love watching him. Russ a way better passer than he was, a better leader than Mike was. All like I'm being real with y'all. Said Russ is a suitcase. What do you mean by that? Again, Mike Vick not getting no Hall of Fame. I'm just letting y'all. If he get in, you're gonna have to start opening the floodgates for other people. Mike Vick in the Hood Hall of Fame. He in our Hall of Fame. Me, you, your mama, and your cousin too. He in that Hall of Fame. But as it pertains to just career-wise Hall of Fame, no, no. Russ at least got a Super Bowl win. He went to the Super Bowl twice, got a Super Bowl win, right? Russ got 350 touchdowns he didn't throw for. He didn't made 10 Pro Bowls. He got almost 50. He's thrown for almost 50,000 yards. He got 46,000 something yards he's thrown for. He can't stay on one team. Bro, he was with the same team for like almost 10 years, bro. Dex. Russ was with the Seattle Seahawks for about 10, almost 10 years, 9 or 10 years, like 10 years, I think. So you can't do that. Dex, you still talking about he threw a pick at the 1 yard line. Lamar Jackson, greatest dual threat QB all time. Yeah, Lamar Jackson, absolutely Hall of Fame. That's already. No, I know Dak got good numbers, but I don't think Dak was as good as Russ in Russ's best year. I don't think so. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I ain't never liked Dak like that. Even when he was at Mississippi State, I was in college when he was playing. I ain't never been big on Dak. All-star games are fan votes. I don't take those serious. But to be the fans like you that much where you getting like it gotta be some credence to what they saying though. At some point. You know what I mean? Like I can see if you had about a couple Pro Bowls, but like, you know, in the most important game you threw a bro. And guess what, bro? Tom Brady threw a pick. Not Tom Brady threw a pick. I'm lying. I said Tom Brady threw a pick. I'm talking about. I'm tweaking. He like not Tom Brady. Who I'm saying? Tom Brady didn't throw no pick. I'm tripping. That was what you call it. That called that pick on the on the Patriots. Donovan McNabb ain't get in. I believe McNabb was better than Russ even without the Super Bowl. Ooh. And Donovan McNabb from Chicago too. Southside Chicago like me. How many passing yards Donovan McNabb got? How many passing yards Donovan McNabb got? How many touchdowns he had? Phillip Rivers way better than Eli. I mean, honestly, I think Phillip was overall better, but they gonna always say Eli got them 2 Super Bowls. Them 2 seasons where he went crazy and beat Tom Brady, they gonna always put that over everything. But Tim McNabb had T.O. and Luke. Yeah. Now Donovan, I will say this: Donovan's receivers was not that great at all. At all. T.O. was the one. Yeah. T.O. was the one exception. T.O. was the first time he really had like a dog for a receiver. That Phillip was mid, to be honest. Uh yeah, Phillip was good. I think Phillip he was good, really good. But I don't know if he was great though. But Phillip's numbers are outstanding. Phillip got like 60,000 passing yards, bro. Like 63,000. How do you not get in with that? Like it's some numbers I think once you cross a certain threshold, you gotta get in. You got 60,000 passing yards, bro. You gotta get in there, bro. It don't matter what once you get that many passing yards, bro, you can't be mid, and get that many passing yards. It's no way. It's not because nobody else ain't just getting that. You can't just be terrible and get that many passing yards. I believe Russell Wilson is on that Matt Ryan tier. Matt Ryan won an MVP. He said Herbert filled in and nothing has changed. Now, granted, San Diego, the Chargers supposed to win 1 Super Bowl, man. That year when LT won MVP and all of that, like when he broke the record for the most rushing touchdowns, they was supposed to be up in there. For real. And they fell on their face. Super hard. Matt Grant, yeah, Matt was really great for a while. He won the MVP, all of that. Matt had some really great years. But they gonna always look at their Super Bowl too and be like, man, y'all had a 28-3 lead and still lost. Yada yada yada. He said, yeah, Dex in here saying anything. Dex talking about I can't say Phillip Rivers was mid though. Cause you guys I think once you hit 60,000 passing yards, bro, that's really hard to get. And everybody ain't just getting that. And Phillip did most of his damage when he had LT in the backfield with him, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he still was putting up mega numbers with him having to feed his running back. He still putting up them gaudy numbers while feeding his running back. Yeah, Phillip not mid, man. Phillip Rivers not mid. And once you cross a certain threshold, once you get 60,000 passing yards, I think that number is too high for you not to get in. The bandwagon say, I just finished watching your Undertaker video. He was wrong, man. Absolutely wrong. Completely wrong. I had to get on him. He had Antonio Gates. I love Antonio Gates, man. I love Antonio Gates. But Phillip was out here. Phillip was getting busy though. Like, I mean, he didn't win the big game. He didn't win the important game that you're supposed to win. I don't think he was mid though. I don't think he was mid at all. He just didn't win no Super Bowl, man. He just didn't win no Super Bowl. Yeah, Antonio was considering the fact Antonio didn't even play. He didn't even play football in college. He played basketball. He hadn't played football since he was in high school, and came out of Oh man, Khalil, man, I appreciate you popping in here, man. I'm finna get off here in a minute, man. I gotta go make a run too, man. So I'm finna get off here shortly. I just had to get on and ask y'all this. But yeah, Antonio Gates was a basketball player in college at Kent State and became a Hall of Fame tight end while having played no college football at all. Rivers is nowhere near not Brady. He's not in that tier. He's not in that tier. But I think there's the tier under them he's in, and I think there are some quarterbacks probably in the lower tier that are going to get in. You know. Now, Calvin, let me ask you this: you from Denver? Is Terrell Davis in the same tier as LaDainian Tomlinson, as Adrian Peterson, as Barry Sanders, Walter Payton? Now, Denver won back-to-back Super Bowls. TD rushed for 2,000 yards, right? MVP, all of that. But is TD in the same tier as LaDainian Tomlinson, Adrian Peterson, Barry Sanders, Walter Payton? You said different eras, but no, is he in the same? What I'm saying is he as great as was TD as great as those guys though? Is my point. Was TD as great as Adrian Peterson and is TD as great as Adrian Peterson and LaDainian Tomlinson? TD had a short career. He was great for uh that for a certain amount of period. I want to say TD what first 5 to 6 years in the NFL. The first like 6 years, right? You said yes. TD had a couple things they don't. Adrian Peters kind of reminds you. TD playoff numbers got him in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, TD ran for 2,000 yards, right? TD only played eight years, I believe, like eight. He got like 8,000 rushing yards, 8,000 something rushing yards, something like that. 8,000, almost 9,000, something like that. I think, right? I'm not disputing TD being in, right? But so you say, hold on, how many rings your team got? Mine got 3. Who is your team? I think what I'm saying is I think it's different tiers. There's also a different standard for quarterbacks than the other position. Cause like I'm like, now quarterbacks do get looked at differently. I'm trying to think. What's some other quarterbacks I can think of? Just not like, of course, Aaron Rodgers, of course, Peyton Manning, of course, Drew Brees, of course, Tom Brady getting in Hall of Fame. Like a tier, what's a tier under them? Some quarterbacks that's a tier under them. I mean, we already said Phillip Rivers. Who else? You said what's mine? Dex, I'm from Chicago, bro. Chicago Bears, bro. Born and raised Southside Chicago. You said Eli a tier below them? Elisha. Elisha Manning. Eli gonna get in there though. That's Tom Brady, little brother. I mean Tom Brady. Peyton Manning. That's Peyton Manning, little brother. That's Peyton, little brother. He gonna get up in there. And he got 2 Super Bowl wins over Tom Brady. So you got Eli, Matt Ryan, Big Ben. For the Big Ben, 100%. Ben Roethlisberger getting in there 1,000%. Now we left with Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Eli, and Russ. How many of them, all of them names getting in there? What about Joe Flacco? Oh, Flacco got a Super Bowl. Nah, I don't think Joe Flacco. No, I don't think Joe Flacco no Hall of Famer. He got a Super Bowl though, but I don't think he played well that whole playoff run. He said, "I'm just throwing out names. I got you." Nick Foles got more rings than Phil. And Nick Foles is never supposed to. Nick Foles can win Super Bowl rings when he not expected to be the guy, right? When Nick Foles is expected to be the starter, that's when he run into trouble, when he have problems. He was never expected to be the guy for the team at all. Oh, Pat Mahomes is a Hall of Famer right now, SL. As we speak, Pat Mahomes is a Hall of Famer. He got 3 Super Bowl rings. Like, man, he got league MVP. How many Super Bowl MVPs he got? How many Super Bowl MVPs he got? Pat Mahomes, if his career ended today, he is Hall of Fame for sure, without question. Cam Newton getting in. Cam not getting in there. Unfortunately, Cam not getting up in there. No. I love Cam. He not getting up in the Hall of Fame. No. He said Ben can't keep his hand. Ben got all them cases against him too. He sure got all them cases on his name. But yeah, nah, Cam not getting up in there though. Woo! I'm telling y'all, of the black quarterbacks we got from that time period, Russ got the best shot out of all of them. Now Lamar, he gonna get it. Lamar Jackson is for sure Hall of Fame, right? The rest is to be seen by the other black quarterbacks. We Pat Mahomes, he biracial, but yeah. But as far as like, um, Jalen Hurts, that's to be seen from Jalen Hurts. It's gonna be we will see if Jalen Hurts become a Hall of Fame quarterback. I don't know. That's still funny. How y'all leave out Jamarcus Russell? He hilarious. Yeah, Cam not no Hall of Famer. And I really like Cam a lot. For real. But not Hall of Fame. Oh, I had to delete that stream, Zero. Somebody came on my stream yesterday doing some stupid stuff on there. I had to delete it before YouTube tried to flag my channel. So I had to delete that. Um, Russell was the second black QB to win a Super Bowl, so he's in the history books. Damn, second one? Okay, Doug Williams. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Can't really tripping right now. Hating on Jalen Hurts too. Yeah. Now I'm gonna say this though. Y'all say Russ not a Hall of Famer. Russ's stats was better than Jalen Hurts though. I think. No, wait. When they went to the Super Bowl, them 2 years, how many? No, the first time, I think they stats probably was similar. Probably was similar. Cam hates on QBs that are doing better than him in shorter time. They tried to do some inappropriate stuff on stream. Yeah, yep. Tried to do some weird stuff on StreamYard, so I had to delete the stream because I just didn't want YouTube to try to flag the channel. Some stupid stuff. I'm only gonna start letting people up and talk to me that I know. Like I gotta vet people. When I know y'all consistently in here, cool. But for people I ain't never seen in my chat trying to just get on and talk, I'm probably not gonna let them up. If I don't see you in the chats consistently, because you probably more than likely gonna get on here with in some BS on some BS. Probably gonna get on here on some BS, and I ain't got time for it at all. For real. But hey, y'all, look, man, I gotta get off this thing, man. I gotta go make a run. Gotta go make a run with my son. I'm gonna holler at y'all a little later. I just wanted to get on here and ask y'all this. We're gonna continue this conversation. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.